My skills have improved in Photoshop from AS a lot. Last year, however, I used Adobe Photoshop CS 5.5, whereas this year I have used CS 6. At AS, I produced a basic and uncomplex music magazine. I haven't created a magazine this year, however, and just used Photoshop for my digipack and poster. At AS, I also only use this to edit my images to a better quality than on InDesign, meaning I didn't get much practice. I have had more complex understanding on how to use layers to my advantage, for example here with my digipack space underneath everything I have worked upon, along with the text sitting on top. I now have a better understanding on how to add things such as drop shadows to text, which I attempted to do in Adobe InDesign last year but was never patient enough to make it appear right. My adjustments to the images in terms of contrast, brightness and saturation create a more official and professional look that has been created through trial and error. Clearly I can also do the basics of placing, cropping and adding text to my work. I personally am not a large fan of Prezi, but it's important to note that at AS I didn't even use the software at all, and so this is quite a good leap from PowerPoint as the presentations are more complex and visually pleasing. I now know how to use the basics of Prezi, for example with the addition of text, image and adjustment to theme. I have used WordPress since the start of college and so have grown familiar with the website, and so I am now able to organise my posts in date order, add files and images, as well as embed YouTube videos. WordPress is a great way to display my portfolio of work that I have gathered over these 2 years. I have never used Adobe Premiere Pro before this year, but have had little experience with other softwares such as Sony Vegas, which is a similar video editing product. I caught on with the basics quickly but still found everything rather fiddly and complex. However, I am now able to add effects, cut and manipulate videos. YouTube was a helpful tool in teaching me how to create certain effects and atmospheres. I have a feeling that a lot of the footage we recorded may have been corrupted from the transfer from one PC to another due to the random juttering. This has made it difficult to create a good quality video, and we have had many complications when creating our music video. I continue to use Windows Movie Maker for my evaluation due to its simplistic design and my depth skills I had learnt from using the same tool at AS. After all, it does the job of presenting uncomplex pieces well. SurveyMonkey is something I used to get audience response last year as well as this year. I can't say I've improved in the use of this software as I think it is rather simple to use, but also a very effective tool for getting the data we needed. Sadly, we used a range of cameras to film our music video, and so sometimes the file formats were completely different, meaning I had to change them to a format that would work with Adobe Premiere. Our group used anything from a DSLR to a mobile phone camera. This was clearly not a wise choice, and as I have explained. However, we did learn a lot when being out in the field filming moving footage, as this was something none of us had done at AS. The use of tripods and the attempt of getting different camera angles were challenging but enjoyable.